I'm here to do garden tour for the week, and so looking over here and I'm seeing all my Roma tomatoes that are beginning to change, and we have plenty tomatoes over here. And here are the ones that are starting to ripen, looking good. And we have 4 Roma tomato plants over here, so just plenty of tomatoes. We'll make some awesome spaghetti sauce. And I picked these up here. These are some like twist ties to tie up your plants, and I picked these up from Dollar Tree, and they're really good. I'm loving those, and you could cut them to the size you want. And I used those the other day to, tie up some of them to stabilize them. And here are the other tomatoes over here. I just took a couple large ones off. I'm about to cook breakfast, so I'm going to fry some green tomatoes. I love fried green tomatoes. I'm not a fan of red tomatoes, but I love fried green tomatoes. Plenty. And we're having some blossom end rot problem over here on our tomatoes. Let me see if I could find one that has it so you can see. They say maybe lacking, yeah, here we go. It's so ugly. Lacking calcium or not being watered evenly. So when the season is over, we're going to add some calcium to the soil. And we have some eggshells and things, but they say, I guess it takes a while if you use the eggshells for them to break down. So we're going to make sure we treat this soil to try to add some calcium. Even though these plants will be rotated, we won't put the tomatoes here next year. And here's another beautiful one. I hope it doesn't have the same problem. Not all of them are having the same problem. See, isn't that gorgeous? Now let's see. Oh, it looks beautiful. So I'll take this up and season it, slice it up, season it, and fry it in some breading. And I use cornmeal and flour for my breading. I don't use egg unless I'm doing something special, but I just love the old-fashioned way that my grandmother made her fried green tomatoes. And here are all the peppers. They're looking awesome. Over here, the majority of those will be dehydrated and crushed up. I'm dehydrating herbs and filling jars, so that is awesome to have some herbs. And here's a pepper. It's called Holy Moly, and yeah, Holy Moly, right? That's looking good. And we have some poblanos back there. I love stuffed poblano peppers. They are so delicious. I just love the flavor of the poblano pepper. Those are looking good. Now our cucumbers, we're having I forgot what it's called, like a spotted fungus or something like that problem. I mixed up some apple cider vinegar and water. My son mixed it up, so I believe he added too much apple. He didn't even measure it. But you'll see some spots on the leaves. So I sprayed it on there. So now where you see the yellowing is from where the apple cider vinegar was. So hopefully we'll still get a nice harvest from our cucumbers. I took off a few already and have ate them, and they're delicious. Yeah, and you have to look. And I hate when the cucumber looks like this. I can't stand when they look like this. I'm sorry, but that's like ugly. I have a few of them on there look like that. So I'm going to harvest some cucumbers. I see a couple of them that are ready. And here's our lettuce that we're allowing to go to seed. And we'll use the seeds for next season. And here's some more peppers, bell pepper, banana peppers. And here's some bell peppers over there. Some banana peppers. Oh yeah, and our potatoes. Look, like you can see these potatoes coming out the ground. So we're getting some of those soon. And here's some more coming out the dirt. So what I'm about to do is harvest and share with you all my harvest. Okay, so far this is my harvest. Not much. I got some parsley, some sage, some cilantro. I'm gonna dehydrate basil. All these herbs I'm gonna dehydrate unless I just use some, to cook with what I'm cooking today. I'll just use some of that. I have some beans. I think these are called Gold Rush. And then I don't know what the name of these string beans are. And then these are the Asian beans, and they're really tasty. And I just have the one green tomato. I have another one that I'll be cooking for breakfast. And kale, I'm going to harvest some of this. And here's some greens which you see we have going to seed too. Get those seeds. But the kale, what I've done, I made some soup last week with it. Of course, you can put it in your salad. You can put it in smoothies. I'm not a fan of it in my smoothie. And also, so since I had some soup left over, I made some, the following day I made like a taco, and I had beans and rice. So I used the black beans, and I made cut up some chicken, and what did I do? The chicken and I cooked some chicken, the beans from the taco, and the soup, the leftovers from the soup, are all used to make a black bean and chicken chili. So that was good. And so the kale was in the chili too. It was very delicious. So, use your kale and chili. Use it like you would use spinach too in some of your dishes. So I'm going to harvest up quite a bit of this kale. Okay, so I harvest the kale. Got a little spider on here. Oops, where you go? I don't want to take you in the house. Yes, I got some kale, and I'm going to clean this up and blanch it and put it in the freezer because I don't have anything that I want to cook. Nothing that I can think of this week, but when I need it, I'll just pull it out the freezer. So not a large harvest today, but I am going to come back and harvest more herbs like this thyme. I got some basil already. Some of this sage, I'll take some off, a little bit of that rosemary. So just some more herbs I need to harvest. My mom is coming over, so I kind of want to wait for her to come because she wanted some herbs. I wanted her to harvest some first before I get any more.